As you know by now, a project can easily contain thousands and thousands of topics, and when you generate a project, all of those topics are going to be compiled. But what if you want to exclude several topics or even content from a topic? To create different versions of a project, you could duplicate the project and make those changes, but an even better option is to use conditional build tags, where you can pick and choose what's going to be included in a different version of your project when it's compiled. That's what we're going to talk about right now using a new project here called Using LDC Tags. And you can see I've gone to the table of contents here, I've expanded troubleshooting and double-clicked searching FAQs. And this is where we're going to start. So let's say that when we generate this project, we want to be able to generate a condensed version that doesn't include every single topic and every bit of content in those topics. Starting with our searching topic here, as we scroll down through the text, we eventually arrive at a sentence where maybe we want to cut things off. So as we scroll down, let's go down to where it says "for instance." Right at the end of that particular sentence, it says, "How do I fix this?" We'll click there and hit enter a couple of times. So that creates a new paragraph and we can see the space now. Maybe this is the content we don't want to include in our condensed version. So all we have to do is apply a conditional build tag to it. The first step though is to select the content we don't want. Once we have it selected, you'll notice down in the bottom left-hand corner a tab for the conditional build tags pod. We'll give that a click and you actually see there's two already here. One for print and one for online. So if you wanted an online version of your project that looks different than a print version, you can apply these tags. You also have the ability to create new ones by clicking the green tag just above the two that come with your conditional build tags pod. So we'll click that to create a new one, and let's just call this one condensed. We'll type that in. We can change the color of the tag, but you can see it's actually going to turn out a dark blue, so we'll click OK, and there's our new tag. So now to apply the tag, well, we could click and drag it right over our selected text. That's one option. And when you let go, it actually becomes tagged. To see that, just deselect, and you'll see all of the shading that covers your selected text in the color of the tag. You can also see over here in our pod that we know that this tag is being used because it too has some shading. So that's applying it to selected text within a topic. What if we want to apply it to an entire topic altogether? Well, in that case, we could just go to the topic itself in the table of contents, for example, and right-click. Let's say we want to go up to managing your account here. And when it comes to reactivating, we don't want to include that in our condensed version. So we right-click the topic, and you can see down at the bottom there's an option here to apply conditional build tags. You do see the three tags that you have, the two that are there by default plus the new one. And there's also an option down below if you want to create a new build tag or select multiple tags. Let's go to new multiple because this is kind of important. We can choose from two different checkboxes for our topic. Remember, we've right-clicked reactivating your account. To exclude it from the TOC, we can click there. To also exclude the topic altogether, we click the topics column. Notice we can create new tags from here as well, but we'll just click OK. And when we go to another topic here in our TOC, you can see the shading is applied to that topic. And in fact, we can do the exact same thing for an entire TOC book. Maybe managing your training doesn't need to be included in our condensed version. We can right-click the heading, go down to Apply Conditional Build Tag. If we choose Condensed, it's only going to apply it to the TOC. So let's do that. And if we look at it, just by deselecting, it looks like it's been excluded as our condensed version. There's a little tag that appears over the book. But let's go back there, right-click, and go down to Apply Conditional Build Tag, and this time choose New Multiple. You can see it's only being excluded from the TOC. If you want to exclude the topics as well, click that checkbox and click OK. So all we've been doing now is applying the tags. But we need a build expression that's going to say exclude those pieces from our condensed version when we generate it. So how do we do that? Well, the first thing we can do is build the expression during a preview. Here we are looking at the searching topic. If we do a Control W to preview that, we're going to see both paragraphs. That's the default. And at the very top, you can see where it says conditional build tag expression, none is being applied. And if we click the drop down, there's nothing else to choose from. We haven't actually defined any expressions yet, but there is a define button that we can click right here. So we could do it from the preview. We could also do it outside of the preview. I'll show you that momentarily. Right now, we can choose from available tags, select them, and then click the arrow to move them over to the exclude from output list. So when we click OK, Look at the difference. We now have the condensed tag applied, and you can see it's not included. So we can close up our preview. And let's go down to our single source layouts now and apply that build expression to a project we're about to generate. Maybe it's for printed documentation or similar to printed documentation. We want a condensed version. So let's just create a duplicate as opposed to changing our printed documentation layout. We'll right-click Printed. We'll go up to Duplicate Layout, change the name of Copy of Printed Documentation to Condensed Documentation. And then we'll click OK. The output type is going to be printed, so we'll click OK. And now we have a new layout here that we can apply. So if we double click this to generate our output, we may have to save changes that we've made to our searching topic. Just click yes to do that. And then we'll see our printed document, condensed documentation layout. And we have a number of options, including, there it is, near the middle, conditional build expression. So we could define our expressions from here, like choosing not to display anything tagged with the condensed build tag. But it's already there. If we click the drop down, it isn't just none. We have not condensed here as well. So we can select that. And then we can click Save and Generate. Now it'll just take a moment to go through all of the topics. It's going to look for those tags. It's going to be excluding anything tagged as condensed, so an entire TOC book, a topic, and portions of our searching content. And eventually, we'll have an opportunity to view the results. Viewing those results, we should see managing your training is missing. We should see reactivating your account is missing from the TOC. And when we go to the searching FAQs topic, we should be missing the second paragraph. So let's click View Result. It's going to generate a PDF here. You can see the name, condensed documentation, the default title based on the layout we just created. And as we scroll down into the table of contents, sure enough, we're missing a topic. And when we get down to managing your account, we're missing a topic here as well. When we click searching, you'll notice there's only one paragraph. We're missing the second paragraph. So we've created a version of our project that we've generated here called condensed, basically, using conditional build tags. So just keep in mind, you can pick and choose any type of conditional build tag you want, simply apply it to the content and define your expression. That'll allow you to create different versions of your project to be generated without duplicating the entire project altogether.